Now, the rest of the story.
Good morning. I hope everybody's doing good. I just had a hey, what the heck is that moment? Because I know I got a red calf out here, you know, next year's secondary bull. Just got done graining the cows, which they're just about done because I'm almost out of corn. And I got to looking over here. Says, hey, look at that. Only downside is I just realized that it's a good bad thing. Got another calf. It's red. It's a bull. Well, gosh. Not exactly the best outcome then, but I'm almost certainly going to be having to run 2 different calving dates going forward here because of everybody being off in regards to when they really should have calved. They should have been done in March, April, May, and now I think I'm up to 6. 1, 2, there's 3 here, there's 2 at home. 5. 1, 2, well, no. So 1, 5. Yeah, so I've had 5 cows calve here in the last 2 weeks. So what's going to end up happening is when we bring the bulls back here and we lock them in that other lot to keep them away from the cows for, you know, the time being throughout the winter, because we used to just leave them in with the cows because back off and you get the heck out of here. The issues that we run into is you have to at least take the bulls away from them in your downtime, because you run into stuff like this, which at the same time I'm almost grateful that it happened, because at least I have something going forward here. This will bring me up to 3 or 4 bull calves, which in turns, they're this late, it means I'll be trying to find some corn here the last day or so of harvest, and I'll probably just bring home 300 or 400 bushels of corn, dried corn ideally, and I'll mix up a load of feed and dump it in the bulk bin, and whatever's left I'll just keep in the wagon and feed out right away. But I'll probably grain these calves out and sell them late summer next year. So with having the bulls put back in with these guys, I'll put the bulls in, or the bulls in here, January, February, take them out probably March 15th or so. And at least everybody that calved later like this, it gives them an opportunity to come back with at least something next year, because otherwise if I would hold off on all these late season cows, I'm out 6 calves for next year. And at this point, when you're trying to grow your herd, I just simply can't do that. And even the blue tagged black hided calves, I'm keeping them. They'll be bred to red cattle going forward here. And what we've shown down at my place, they still have that recessive gene in them, that even though they're black, they got a little bit of red hue to them, and there's still that possibility they'll throw red calves. But I'm 2 red bulls and 1 red heifer for the year, and unfortunately, I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately, I should be done calving for the year, but I was kind of holding out that it was going to be a heifer. Even a red heifer would have been that much greater. But I think we're calling her Reba down at home, my first red heifer in forever. And I hope, Myrna, you're really enjoying this. I know you said the other night, but I mean, we're getting baby calves throughout the year. Not what I'm looking for, but it just means I got to switch things up a little bit and how I'm managing my herd. If I'm going to start having a bunch in the spring and a bunch in the fall. But what it also allows me to do is, if they don't get bred, running this routine of, if they don't get bred from June 1st to August 15th approximately, then when they're back in with the bull, January, February to March 15th, it allows them to switch over to the spring or the fall herd. It gives you a little bit more of a window. Running 2 bulls with them, potentially 3, might almost seem excessive. I'm not keeping him for a bull by any means, no, but upping to at least more bulls than what we need, just to make sure that everything is able to be bred back properly. So I gotta put a bale in for these guys, and I mean, the list of things to do right now this time of year is excessively long. Just got done ripping the bottom. As you can see, the corn at home is definitely drying down, and the soybeans really don't have much for leaves on them, and looking like a very strong possibility of an early harvest this year. So at the very least, I know we can go through and get the bins at home filled, and once they're filled, we don't have to worry about moving it until after harvest, ideally. So he's actually looking really nice. Dad's calves that have been here for a while now, the green and orange tagged calves, are really coming along nice. Locked out of the pasture here for a little over a week. I need to go through and just run a hot wire around it. That should really be a job for next year. And then I'm gonna, for the most part, have my cow herd is primarily up here, and then once I get done doing some work down at my place, I'll have the ability to put them in the barn lot down at my place throughout the summer if needed. So I have to feed them year round, so be it. I got plenty of hay, and that actually might help take some of the stress off of trying to move, you know, several hundred bales of hay every year, as opposed to being able to feed it out through my cows. I would much rather feed hay than have to feed corn silage, much as anything else, because a lot of my feeder program for my calves, I don't have any real desire to fatten them out at this point in time, not with $7 corn. And do the old switcheroo on you. I'm gonna shut the gate on you. Ha! Take that. Because I got to put a bale in, and they like storming the gate, and I'm too busy here talking to you guys. Go through and do this. That'll be good for the time being. But going through with my feeders, seems how I'm only going to have just a handful of bulls, steers next year anyway. But ideally, only grain them for 60 days after I wean them off, and then load them up and sell them. I'd sell 500-600 pound feeders. Everybody run! And they're gonna be, see, they're balling now. Wait until they realize, see that little bit of corn that's in the bottom of that cone? That's the last of their corn, and then they're done. And the only reason that corn is in there is because the plans to feed my calves 2 years ago fell through, because I hauled them out right away. I didn't want to leave 2-year-old corn in this bin for another year and run the risk of it going sour on me. So it went in dry. It was like 14% when we did put it in, but it's got feed mixed in with it, or mineral mixed in with it. And I'll be doing the same thing this year. I can just barely hit the top of that feed bin, bulk bin, with the feed mixer, but we'll see what the last corn is yield or moisture at moisture wise for the year, because that's all I did 2 years ago. Just hauled it directly home and dumped it into the bin. I'll talk to you guys later.